Hey, how's it going, guys? Today you're going to learn how to do your Scratch project for social studies. Let's go ahead and get it started. Now, I'm not going to tell you how or teach you how to create an account, but it's pretty easy. It should be somewhere around here saying like join now or whatnot. We're just going to go ahead and start by creating an account or creating a project. Generally within a Scratch program, you're going to see this cat here on the left. This is your actual game. And then on the right here is where you're actually going to be working on stuff. So this is kind of like your workstation, and this is where your action's happening. This thing right here, this orange cat, is the default logo, but this is a sprite. A sprite can move, etc. And then the background is this white area, which is like your backdrops or your stages. So today we're just going to learn how to change stages and then add voice to it, because in your particular project you're going to be talking about how Italy expanded. So we're not going to really need sprites for this project. So I'm just going to go ahead and right click this cat and delete it. Now right here we have backdrops, and it's the middle tab, if you can see right there. And I'm not going to draw the map. What you're going to do is you're going to download the map that was given to you on Schoology by Mr. Ross, and then you're going to upload it here to Scratch. So I'm just going to click Start, and I have a map that's not like your map, but it's just a map that'll look something similar to what you'll be getting. This right here is a map of North America. So here's the first start, and the first thing that your map will need is it's going to need to fit properly. So in case your map doesn't fit, I'm just going to use this stretch tool here. I'm going to start at the top left corner, highlight the map, and I'm just going to pull right there and stretch it out a little bit. Now you can see on the left it's fully stretched out. Alright, the first thing your map needs to have is it's going to probably need to have a key. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool here, if you can see right here. And then I'm going to put the key in a place where it's out of the way but still clear. Okay. Then I'm going to label it by using the text box here. I'm going to write in key. It doesn't really matter where you place that, because as soon as you click away, you're going to see you can adjust the size and also adjust the location of your key. Now, I'm going to give 3 different examples of like how expansion could look. So I'm going to use 3 different colors here. Change the color to red. So I'll use, let's make this a little bigger. Too big. I'll use red, blue, and green. And then let's label this US or UK or British territory. French territory, because in my map I'm doing the United States history. And when it was first forming, there was a lot of different countries who were competing for it. And then I'm just going to go with Native American Indian. Okay. And now that I got my key here, my maps here, I'm ready to duplicate this slide 3 times. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate it, right-click it, duplicate it, right-click it, duplicate it, because all 3 maps need to have the UK, the French, and the Indian, my 3 different categories, and the key. But there's going to be a little bit of difference here. My first map is going to have, let's do like 1500. My second map, let's go to 1600. And my last map, let's do 1700. Alright, so in 1500, there's a little bit of, let me use color tool here. There's a couple colonies of red. Maybe there's like some sort of blue. I think these are Spanish, really. Okay, and then the rest of the country was pretty much predominantly Native American. I'm just going to color this in a little fatter here. Kind of see. Great. So in 1500, a lot of green, very few blue and red. In 1600, the red is much bigger. So now the red is kind of coming down like this. And it's maybe even some here. The blue. Up into this area. And the green is still a lot over here. Okay, and then in 1700, we've got a lot more red. I got some colonies in here. And then the blue. And this was right before the Louisiana Purchase. And then the Native Americans. Much more in this area. Kind of kicked out. So you can see here, here, here. All right, so there's our three different maps. You can kind of see the growth between the three. And now we're ready to do a little bit of coding. So your coding is going to be right here in the scripts, right there. And you have two buttons. The green means start, red means stop. So we're going to go, when the green flag is clicked, or when the start button is clicked, we want this map to be on the one that says 1500. So we need to label that. Click here, label this 1500, label this 1600, label this 1700. Great. Back to scripts, right here at the top. Alright. When the green flag is clicked, switch to backdrop, not 1700. You got to push this little triangle thing. Make it 1500. Then we want it to play a sound. Now we don't want to make that popping sound. We want this to be a recording. So I'm going to write 1500 right here. And I can record. In 1500, there wasn't a lot of British or French people in North America. It was predominantly Native American. Okay? I need to do that one more time. We're going to do it 1600 now. In 1600, the British population continued to push south while the French population started to take more of the coastline, but there still was a large population of Native Americans. Okay, we're going to push this one third time because we have three maps. 1700. By the 1700s, British and the French were taking over most of the eastern seaboard, and Native Americans were being killed and forced to move westwardly, um, and they were also put on reservations. Okay, now that I have all the different sound bites that I need for my map, and of course your map is going to be, your sound bites will probably be longer, they'll be more detailed, etc. We can code those in. So I'm going to come over here and click scripts one more time. And it says when the green flag is clicked, go to 1500. Then we're going to do sounds, and we want to do the one that says until done. So play 1500 until done. Then we want to go to next backdrop, sound, play sound 1700. We want to change that to 1600. Looks, next backdrop, and then finally play 1700 until done. And then we are finished. So let's see. 1500, there wasn't a lot of British or French people in North America. It was predominantly Native American. In 1600, the British population continued to push south. So there you go. You can see that this is playing nicely just the way we wanted it to. If you needed to add cities and those kinds of things, we can just go back to backdrops. And if you wanted to add a city, let's say 1500, we had the first city, which was like, I don't know, New York or something. We can do that. And down here we had New Orleans. And then as you come here, you can start to make more cities and type those in just by using the text box here. And you can really add any detail that you really want to, but just wanted to give you guys a quick tutorial on how to do this. Now the last thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to name your project, which is right here. This is going to be called Map for Social Studies. Then maybe your name. And then over in the right hand corner, you're going to click See Project Page. So go ahead and click that. Okay, here's our project page. Still loading, just a second here. In 1500. Let's go backwards. It's glitching out. Oh, I want to save. Oh, come on. Let's go to my stuff to find my stuff. There it is. Normally I would just edit this part out, but I want to show you that sometimes things glitch out, and it's okay. Alright, so here's our project page with the center. This is what it's going to look like when someone comes to it. Go ahead and for your instructions write to start, click the green flag. And then for notes you can write my name, my class, block, my teacher, and name of the project. And then the last thing you do is you hit share. And once you do that, you are set. Finally, you're ready to turn it in. All you're going to do is take your address here, copy it, and then paste it in Schoology. And that's it. Hopefully this was helpful. Mr. Ross and I will be coming around to help you whenever you need it. You can email us, whatever it is you need for help. This is a pretty easy project. My 4-year-old son was able to do one of these, so I have faith that you'll be able to as well. Thanks for watching.